Okay, I wanted to do this video for a couple reasons. First of all, this is to show the tweets from Tylenol are not fake. I had them bookmarked. These are on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. This is Tylenol's actual account. You can see when I click on it and go to everything that's been posted underneath that old tweet of theirs. Here is their main page. Yes, they do not have a verified, blue check mark on there, but a lot of companies don't. But you can scroll through there and see this is absolutely really their page. And I also wanted to point out that their parent company, Kenvue, also does not have a verified blue check mark, but this is the former Johnson & Johnson consumer division. This is the parent company of Tylenol. Now, I understand that these tweets are what Kenvue is saying out of context. However, you can tell they were trying to protect themselves from liability, because if you look at the instructions on their labels, it says that if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, that you need to consult a doctor. So obviously Tylenol cannot come right out and say, yes, our products are safe for you to take. They want you to talk to your doctor. Now, another thing I want to point out is just the hypocrisy. When Tylenol says to contact a doctor, or that their products haven't been studied in pregnant women, everybody's fine with that. But when Trump or RFK says contact your doctor, take sparingly, possibly only use it unless it's an emergency, everybody runs around like chickens with their head cut off, accusing him of trying to harm women. And that's absolutely false. He is going off of a study from Harvard and just saying, hey, let's put on the labels to use sparingly. Now here's that study from Harvard. Using acetaminophen during pregnancy may increase children's autism and ADHD risk. May. They don't say definitively 100%, nor did Trump or RFK say that yesterday. They were just echoing what Andrea Baccarelli, who is the dean of faculty at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, said. So if you look at Dr. Baccarelli's statement, he said, we found evidence of an association between exposure of acetaminophen during pregnancy and increased incidence of neurodevelopmental disorders in children. The association is strongest when acetaminophen is taken for 4 weeks or longer. It says later on in this statement, at the same time as the only approved medication for pain and fever reduction during pregnancy, acetaminophen remains an important tool for pregnant patients and their physicians. High fever can pose risks to both the mother and the fetus, including neural tube defects and preterm birth. After assessing the evidence, my colleagues and I recommend a balanced approach based on the precautionary principle. Patients who need fever or pain reduction during pregnancy should take the lowest effective dose of acetaminophen for the shortest possible duration after consultation with their physician about their individual risk-benefit calculation. So, Dr. Baccarelli is saying what Trump and RFK are saying. Minimal. Okay? The lowest possible dose. Use precaution. Because there may be a link, and they're saying that more study is needed. Also of note, there have been studies by Johns Hopkins. It says taking Tylenol during pregnancy associated with elevated risks for autism and ADHD. That was back in 2019. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists even posted a study as well back in 2013. That study found that too much Tylenol in pregnancy could affect development. And here's just another smattering of headlines in recent history about acetaminophen use when pregnant. And of course, we all know that acetaminophen, if overused, can also lead to liver failure. So with any medication, caution should be used, and that's all that was being said yesterday. Trump and RFK Jr. were saying, hey, these preliminary studies show there may be a link. We urge caution. and we're having the labeling changed to urge more caution. It's absolutely crazy that this had to become such a huge, divisive subject yesterday, because it really shouldn't be. We should all just be able to agree that taking medication during pregnancy is always a risk, and that you should consult your doctor, and that anything taken out of moderation can be bad, so if you take too much, and that more studies need to be done. I don't know about you, but I don't see why this is such a divisive issue. It shouldn't be at all. And I think what it is people are just trying to go, well, I don't like Trump, so anything he says, I'm going to go against. I think that's just the root of the problem, straight up.